Only one event can alter the course of history. Only one event can forge a dynasty. Only one event can birth greatness. On December 14th, 2018, Virtual Wrestling Entertainment presents a night where superstars, bombshells, and legends come together to make history. Wrestle Series 10, a decade of greatness.
For a second, Kate. What on earth do you think you have putting your nose in the business of Ascension? You know, when I hired you earlier this year to come back, you know, have an appearance, have a little swan song type appearance here at Elimination Royale, what compels you to think you have any goddamn right to be involved in my and Ascension's business?
I knew what you were getting when you hired me. You made it my business when I came back.
Made it your... Nah. See, you're not the gavel, you're not the judge, jury, and executioner of this place. I am. And you know what? I think you need to have a sit down and talk with a couple of friends of mine about this.
I don't have time for this. I have better things to do than to listen to you prattle.
You don't have time for it? Nah. You're going to have all the time in the world for it, because frankly, you're on my time. And in fact, just take a turn around and say hello to a couple of friends of mine.
Oh, Adune. Oh, this is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna. How does that feel, dude? Huh? How about one more for good measure? Let's go, sir. Think he's had enough.
might have had free reign when he was here like a millennia ago, but nowadays you don't do anything except what Stewart wants.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to VWE Primetime. It is Monday night, November 19th, 25 days away from the biggest event in all of wrestling history, Wrestle Series 10. Good evening, everybody. I am Johnny LaMonaco, and I am joined here by our Pulse Heavyweight Champion. 3 times he is the illustrious Austin Knight.
It's lovely to see all my great fans out there. I'm sure I can sign some autographs later.
And we are wasting no time at all heading into our first match. This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Cape Town, South Africa, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall and 181 pounds. This is Dagger.
Well, he's in for the slaughter now.
Well, that wouldn't be anything new. We have seen him take the slaughter on multiple occasions, and the guy keeps coming back.
Yeah, but the human body only takes so much, Johnny. One of these ass beatings is going to be the one that his body doesn't spring back from.
Well, that could very well happen tonight, because wait till you see his opponent who's about to make his way out here. Somebody you know quite well. And here he comes from the plains of the Wild West, standing 6 feet 11 inches tall at 295 pounds. Please welcome the gunslinger, Matt Azadar. And there he is, the gunslinger, Matt Azadar. Will you listen to this ovation for the gunslinger, Matt Azadar? The VWE universe is loud tonight.
Well, these people would be impressed by a shiny object. I don't really taking too much inspiration from their reaction.
Right now, there is no shinier object in this entire arena than what is sitting right in front of you on the broadcast table.
Oh, yeah. I remember. You know, there was a time Matt made history and was the first 2-time Pulse Heavyweight Champion. Oh, how that's history now. Ancient history.
Opening contest set to get underway here tonight on VWE Primetime. It is the gunslinger, Matt Azadar, taking on Dagger. We've seen Dagger take some poundings as of late, but the guy just keeps coming back. I don't expect it to be any different here tonight. He's likely to take one hell of a pounding from Matt Azadar, and yet we will still likely see Dagger Friday night on Edge. How about that? Maybe going for a third try against the Ascension? It could happen.
I'd have to have his head checked if he actually tries a third attempt.
Well, we are awaiting the arrival of our official tonight. Our official in charge of the action is scheduled to be Earl Woodson. He's one of our newer officials. Does quite a good job. As long as he's consistent, that's all we can really ask for. But I don't.
Maybe Earl's saw so much that this is just academic that he's like, I'm not even needed here.
Maybe we'll have to get your boy Vinny out here.
Now that would be instant greatest match ever, because it'd be the best match officiated.
Did you hear Dagger? He said we may have to go with the honor system here tonight. Well, he's in the ring with the one guy who would probably adhere to it.
Yeah, that one guy gullible enough to do.
Here he comes. Earl making his way down here, our official in charge of the action tonight, Earl Woodson. We're just about ready to get our opening contest underway. Oh, actually, they've already started. I would say, Earl, just go ahead and ring the bell.
Definitely should speak to Stewart. These guys dock Earl's pay for being so late.
There's a big hip toss from the 6'11" gunslinger. Dropping Dagger right on his back. That's pretty high up there to be taking a hip toss from. You want two guys that were guaranteed to not bring any foreign objects into the ring. You're probably looking at them right now. Dagger and the gunslinger, Matt Azadar. Big leg drop right off the ropes from Matt. He is in charge of the match right now. Here's a pickup.
Well, that's kind of missed opportunity. He should have brought an object while Earl wasn't here. He could have got a few strikes on Matt.
Big spine buster from the gunslinger, Matt Azadar. Into a cover. Count of one. Count of two. Dagger gets the shoulder up at 2. So the gunslinger, Matt Azadar, has to go right back to work here. Only got a 2 count. The match will continue. Still to come, our main event tonight, the Kieran Darkwatch facing the Enforcer, Ren Blackheart. That is to come later tonight. Right now it is the gunslinger, Matt Azadar. Look at this Dagger jawbreaker. And that just jacked the jaw of the gunslinger right there. He wasn't expecting that. Here comes Dagger off the ropes. Drop kick. But it doesn't take Azadar off of his feet.
He expected to. He's under it's a 100-pound weight difference, even more than 100 pounds.
And Zagurian, that got the job done right there. That drops Azadar right down to the mat face first. Rolls over to his side. If one thing doesn't work, you try something else. And I got to give credit to Dagger. He is starting to put things together here. Here comes Dagger off the ropes. And there's a knee drop right to the head, right to the back of the head of the gunslinger, Matt Azadar.
Matt, you're disappointing me. You're getting beat up by Dagger. This is Ascension's punching bag.
Dagger going for a cover here. Count of 1. Only gets a 1 count before Azadar is able to power the shoulder up.
I expected better from Matt.
Dagger is giving up over a foot in height and over 110 pounds. And look at Dagger dropping the elbow onto the knee of the gunslinger, which is great strategy on his part. Got a much larger opponent. Take out one of the legs, because like you say, everybody's the same size on the mat. And there's a basement drop kick right there from Dagger. He is going to work on the gunslinger here. He has got to keep that pressure on. Wear the big guy down. Look at this. Dagger going to work. He is dragging. That's a pretty hefty task to drag 300 pounds back to the center of the ring, but he's managing to do it. You can see Dagger struggling. That's a pretty big load for him to carry. He wants to know what they're feeding him. Well, I guarantee you the catering area is probably pretty empty at this point. Look at this! Figure 4 leg lock from Dagger. Submission maneuver right in the center of the ring. He's having trouble getting it locked because those legs of Matt Asadar are like tree trunks.
Yeah, he never really got that locked properly in.
Especially when you're a guy the size of Dagger, it's quite a difficult thing to do. Dagger struggling to get back up to his feet right now. He's going to make it. You can see Matt Asadar favoring the left leg. Dagger's going to be in a pretty good position here if he can keep the pressure on that leg of Matt Asadar. And then Matt just shoves him right off and hits a knife-edge chop. Oh, my goodness. Did you see the force behind that?
Those chops usually would hit the chest, but with Matt's height, they're like right across his forehead.
Right across the nose. You got that right. Look at that big rolling elbow right there from the gunslinger. That just put Dagger right down, right on his back. Now it's Azadar's turn to drop the elbow right to the knee of Dagger. And that's 300 pounds falling right on that knee joint.
Yeah, I could bet you that was more effective than any of the ones Dagger did earlier.
Matt Asadar keeps the pressure on Dagger here. There's a whip into the corner. Slowly, Asadar makes his way in. He's feeling the effects of the punishment that Dagger has dished out to the leg so far, but here comes punishment right now. Another knife-edge chop right to the chest of Dagger. Here comes a second one. Might as well complete the trifecta. There is 3 knife-edge chops right there from the gunslinger. And that chest of Dagger is going to be beat red by the time this is over with. Dagger still in the corner. Here comes Asadar charging in with a splash. Dagger got out of the way, and Asadar hit the corner hard. Drop kick from Dagger. Back into the corner goes the gunslinger.
You know, I start off disappointed now because he's getting ass kicked by Dagger. But I now actually kind of find it entertaining.
Well, considering that everything that you and the gunslinger have been through, I figured you would enjoy it. And look at this. He is draping the leg of Matt Asadar over the middle rope and then pulling it in. And that's something that I've seen you suggest to me before.
Kid. Get some leverage. Ha ha! Look at that.
He is just punishing the leg. First it's the left leg of Asadar taking punishment. Now the right leg. Now big splash that Dagger hits. Here he comes once again. Both of the legs of Matt Asadar taking punishment. Now Dagger's laying in shots right to the breadbasket. Well, you get a load of Dagger here. And look at this. Mounts the second rope now, dropping fists on top of right bouncing. Oh, my good grief.
Oh, well, that's an end of that.
Well, that's one way to get out of that. You just drop him with a power bomb. And Matt Asadar's got the strength and the power to do that. And he just planted Dagger. Now look at this. Here's a pickup from Asadar. And a kick right to the chest, actually, on anybody else that would have been right in the midsection, but that's right in the chest. And now you're seeing a series of knife edge chops, followed by a series of knee lifts right to the noggin of Dagger.
Ooh, he's dead.
A series of knee lifts right into a suplex.
He had a nice little run of luck, but it's done.
Count of 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Dagger still alive.
Ooh, I don't think that was the best choice there, Dagger.
Well, you can see Matt Asadar still hobbling around on that bad leg because it's taken a lot of punishment here, so he's got to go right back to work. Into the ropes goes Dagger. Here he comes. And check that out. It looked like the gunslinger went for that big flying shoulder tackle. Dagger got out of the way, and you saw the force propelling the gunslinger over the top rope down to the floor.
If Dagger was smart, he'd go right out there, go right after the leg again, make sure Matt can't get back in the ring.
And then get back in the ring quickly, wait out the 10 count.
He could just let him get back in the ring, and that's a strategy.
And big drop kick from Dagger puts Azadar back down on the ringside floor.
He's still got to go out there and work that leg, because Matt's just going to get back up unless you take that tree trunk out from under him.
Well, it appears that Dagger could be listening to what you're saying, because it appears he's going to do... Well, no. In fact, he takes a front face lock, and now he's bouncing the head off the gunslinger right off the barricade. Oh, my God. And then just put him face first on the ringside floor with a big forearm smash. Referee Earl is up to a count of 3. Dagger is punishing the gunslinger out on the ringside area, out on the floor.
Target the leg, kid. No, don't pick him up again.
Oh, he just whipped him back into the ring. That could be a mistake right there for Dagger.
His best strategy was to make sure Matt couldn't get back in, and he could have gotten a victory. You don't put him back in the ring, you're not big enough.
Well, the gunslinger is back in the ring. He is favoring the lower back at this point. Dagger is trying to get back through the ropes.
Oh, Jesus.
Opening match continues here on Primetime. Still got the main event to come. The Kieran Darkwatch going up against the Enforcer, Ren Blackheart. Here comes Dagger once again.
Don't let him get up, kid.
Azadar back up to his feet. Here comes Dagger. Runs right into the big boot of the gunslinger.
You never let the big guys get up to their feet.
And now you see Matt Azadar calling for the 6-shooter. Are we about to see it? He's gunning for you. Waiting for Dagger to turn around. And there is the 6-shooter. Into a cover. Count of 1, 2, and 3. Your winner of the match, the gunslinger, Matt Azadar.
Well, Johnny, as you said, he has a lot of guts, but I think he needs to invest in some brains because his strategy game is very, very bad.
Well, he would have been best served doing exactly what you suggested he do. Go outside the ring, work on the leg, prevent Azadar from getting back into the ring. Hey, a count-out victory is a victory.
I don't even know why he wouldn't do that. I have faced Matt multiple times. I know what it takes. It's not a title match or anything. Take the win you can get.
And there you see the gunslinger offering some congratulations to Dagger on a great match. The gunslinger Matt Azadar headed to Wrestle Series 10. Very much looking forward to find out who his opponent is going to be. Dagger still in the ring. He is trying to get back up to his feet. He got some congratulations from his opponent tonight, the gunslinger Matt Azadar. And even though he took a pounding tonight, I guarantee you we will see Dagger on Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Architect of Annihilation. This is Knight. And you see the sign that Knight has brought down with him. You have to check that out. Folks, the Architect of Annihilation is definitely headed to Wrestle Series 10 to face the United States Champion, the Icon DHA, and we are about to hear from Knight right here tonight.
David, I'm here. You didn't show up on Edge, so I said I was coming to Primetime. But I looked all around for you, and you still haven't shown up like a little bitch. So I thought, since you're such a campaign person, you know, like your boy Donald Trump, I figured I'd start my own campaign here. DHA for ass kicking. Look, I even put Cheryl on the side. See, I put her face over your face. So how about it, David? Now that I have my own campaign, are you gonna come out now and debate me or something? Is that how it works? What do I have to do to get you to show up and just quit being a little bitch?
I think one of those workers actually referred to DHA by the same terminology.
Do I need to talk like him? Do I need to talk like Trump? This is the best campaign. It's the biggest. There's been no better campaign than mine. My hands are really small. Thank you.
Well, Knight is calling out the United States Champion. I don't know if he's here. I haven't seen him.
David, I'm not going anywhere. You can wait. You can come out. I mean, you can grow a pair. I mean, I'm going to be here until you come out.
We are awaiting the arrival of our United States Champion, the Icon DHA. Well, there he is, folks. Nope. That is not the Icon.
Well, okay. You're not DHA. You look like Rent-A-Cop number 2, I guess. Oh, all right. Sorry, I didn't know that was offensive. I'm sorry.
Police officer. And the police officer says, I have a warrant for your arrest for the theft of the U.S. title.
Excuse me, sir, but by my First Amendment rights, I'm allowed free speech and assembly, and... Wait, what? You can't be serious, right?
Says you're going to have to come with me.
Wait, you're actually serious? What?
If I were that police officer, I'd think twice about what he's about to do.
Oh, nah. You don't have to think twice, because if Knight hits him, he's definitely going to jail.
This is a gag, right?
He's being accused of stealing the United States Championship. I don't see the belt on him.
He doesn't need to have it on him to have actually stole it. You don't come out with things you steal, Johnny. I mean, I know he's desperate to be U.S. champion again, because it's been a couple years, but there's better ways.
The police officer has officially placed Knight under arrest. At least he's made the statement. He has not gone so far as to cuff Knight yet.
Look, we can talk about this. Obviously, there's been some... Oh, okay. Maybe not. All right.
Well, folks, it appears that the Architect of Annihilation is under arrest.
The cuffs you were talking about there, Johnny.
Well, there they are. Well, it appears that Knight is going to play the situation a little more low-key, let the justice system prevail.
Hey, at least Knight added something to his list of things he's been able to do. He's been the United States champion, and now he's been arrested. You can add criminal to his list.
Well, he's got to be found guilty first.
There had to have been some form of evidence for them even to come out here and arrest him, Johnny.
Well, we'll have to keep tabs on this situation because things just got a whole lot more interesting in the saga of the Architect of Annihilation and the United States champion, DHA. Still to come tonight, our main event as the Kieran Darkwatch takes on the Enforcer, Ren Blackheart. And at this time, please welcome to the ring, the Kieran Darkwatch. He issued the challenge 1 week ago to face the great one, Derek Colt, at Wrestle Series 10. The challenge thus far not answered.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to say that I still have not heard anything from Derek Colt about Wrestle Series. But I'm sure he'll get back to me. I just need to give him some incentive to come back and wrestle one more time. So Derek, if you're listening, I've got catering set up in the back just for you with all kinds of delicious food. There's red beans and rice, barbecue ribs so tender they fall off the bone, your favorite cornbread. I even got some great Cajun food back there like seafood gumbo, andouille sausage, and boudin balls. So come on and get some of this food and we can talk about Wrestle Series.
Austin, I'll be back in a few minutes. I gotta go get some of that before Trevor finds out about it.
You just have to hope he doesn't find it before the end of the show.
Well, he's talking Derek Colt's language, that's for sure.
The problem is, Derek's not here.
Well, I'll tell you who is here. His opponent making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, standing 6 feet 5 inches tall at 230 pounds. He is the Enforcer, Ren Blackheart. Well, it appears the Enforcer has already been hitting the gumbo back there.
Yes, because it isn't smart to eat a bunch of food before you come out and physically exert yourself.
This is our main event of the evening. It is the Kieran Darkwatch taking on the Enforcer, Ren Blackheart. The challenge issued by Kieran Darkwatch still unanswered. Did you hear Ren? He says he only took a sample.
You don't need a toothpick if you only sampled.
There's the bell. Main event officially underway. It is the Kieran Darkwatch taking on the Enforcer, Ren Blackheart, here tonight on Prime Time.
I'm going to have to say Ren's a worse strategist than Dagger. At least Dagger didn't eat a whole fucking thing of gumbo before he came out here.
Right now, they're just kind of circling each other, waiting to see who's going to make the first move. If you've seen any of Kieran Darkwatch's matches recently, he's been kind of laying back a little bit, letting his opponents punish him some, because he knows if he's in the ring with Derek Colt, that's exactly what he's going to get, punished. And there's a lockup in the center of the ring. Collar and elbow tie up. Ren Blackheart taking the wrist lock. Yanking the arm of Kieran Darkwatch. Trying to yank it right out of the socket into a side headlock. Reversal into a hammer lock. Nice transition right there from
Johnny,
Ren.
I don't know what going through Kieran's head. If he is expecting to get his ass kicked by a guy who's been retired for a couple months now, that I don't know what really his mind frame is.
Side headlock takeover from Ren Blackheart. Still hanging on to the head and the neck of Kieran Darkwatch. I tell you what, I haven't seen Derek Colt since a brutal match against Benja Nirvana many, many months ago.
Yeah. He had a few since then, Johnny, because you were still not fully back yet. And one of them was getting his ass kicked by Michael Carson.
Yeah, I didn't get to see that one.
And then he had a match next night, but, you know, he was already humbled by Michael, so it really wasn't the real Derek anymore.
Back up to his feet, Kieran Darkwatch. Still trapped in the side headlock. There's a whip into the ropes. Here comes Kieran Darkwatch off the ropes and runs right into a clothesline from the Enforcer, Ren Blackheart. As we said earlier, Kieran Darkwatch is taking a lot of punishment from his opponents. He's trying to physically condition himself, mentally condition himself for what he would be facing in the form of Derek Colt.
And it's a stupid plan. I mean, if he lets people punish him more, it is very likely that one of these times they're going to hit something that might injure him, and then he won't even make it to Wrestle Series.
Well, there's a whip into the corner. Kieran Darkwatch hits the turnbuckles. Here comes Ren Blackheart in after him. And there's a knife-edge chop right off the chest of the Kieran Darkwatch. You can hear those chops reverberating throughout the entire Empire City Coliseum. A second one. The punishment continues. Ren Blackheart just laying it in there on the Kieran Darkwatch. This is our main event here tonight on Prime Time. And now a series of knee lifts from the Enforcer while referee Earl Woodson is telling him to get the man out of the corner. He's up to a count of 3.
You know, I kind of question now that we know about his strategy of taking more punishment in his matches. Is Ren in the advantage because Kieran is letting him have the advantage so he can condition himself? Or is he actually in control?
Well, you got to keep that in the back of your mind, but not right now. Kieran Darkwatch is firing back. A series of rights and lefts, punches right to the midsection. That last one doubling over. There's a big forearm from Kieran Darkwatch. It's now cinching in the front face lock. Maybe Kieran's had enough punishment at this point. He is dragging the enforcer over to the ropes, still with that. Well, there's a whip into the ropes. Here comes Red Blackheart. And now a Thez press, and now Kieran Darkwatch pounding the daylights out of Red Blackheart. Kieran Darkwatch keeping the pressure on here in our main event tonight on Primetime. And look at this, a knuckle lock. When was the last time you saw that? You can hear Ren screaming, no, no, no. I mean, that's old school right there. But he's still got the enforcer trapped in it. There's not a whole lot of places he can go. Oh, good grief. Look at this. Belly-to-belly suplex.
And I've forgotten how much Ren screams like a little bitch every time.
Pin attempt here from Kieran. Count of 1, count of 2. Red gets the shoulder up at 2. Well, that wasn't quite Allison Dane's level of screaming, but it was pretty good. See Red favoring the lower back here, and Kieran Darkwatch going right back to work. Whip into the ropes once more. Here comes Ren Blackheart charging off the ropes, and single knee drop kick right there. That drops Kieran down to one knee. Off the ropes again. And look at that neck breaker right there from Ren. Into a pin attempt. Count of 1, 2. Kieran Darkwatch gets the shoulder up at 2. The Kieran Darkwatch still awaiting an answer to his challenge. He wants to go one-on-one with the Great One at Wrestle Series 10. To this point in time, that challenge still unanswered. Here comes Red once more. Oh, look at this. Sharpshooter. It's locked in the center of the ring. Red has got that sharpshooter cinched in tight. You can see Kieran Darkwatch struggling, trying to make it to the ropes to force the break. He's not there yet. Is he going to make it? And listen to the words that Red Blackheart is saying. He said, Derek will destroy you.
Well, if he's getting his ass kicked by Ren, yeah, definitely Derek will destroy him.
Well, it looks like Kieran Darkwatch is about to reach the ropes. He reaches the ropes. Referee Earl Woodson orders the break. And there's the break right there from Ren Blackheart. Ren Blackheart continues to punish Kieran Darkwatch. Don't know if that's because he's legitimately punishing him or if that's by design on the part of Kieran Darkwatch. We know that he's been taking a lot of punishment in his matches to condition himself to face the Great One, Derek Colt.
But here's the thing. If Derek is actually watching these shows, he doesn't know this strategy. He's just seen Kieran get hit from one corner to another. You really want to come back and face somebody who's getting his ass kicked by Ren Blackheart?
Drop toe hold right there from Kieran Darkwatch. That puts Ren Blackheart draped over that bottom rope. Now this is where Kieran Darkwatch can go to work right here. Here's a pickup. Grabs him by the hair. Drags him back to the center of the ring. Needing room to work. And there's a big full Nelson slam right there from the Kieran Darkwatch. You see the enforcer, Ren Blackheart, favoring the lower back. Whip into the corner. It is Ren Blackheart hitting the turnbuckles. Here comes Kieran Darkwatch in after him. Big drop kick from out of the corner from Ren Blackheart.
As I said, I don't know if this is his strategy still right now, or if Ren's actually in control.
And look at this lion salt from Ren. Into a pin, count of 1, count of 2. Only a 2 count. Kieran Darkwatch still able to get the shoulder up.
I just only have one bit of advice for Kieran. For someone who had managed Derek through a good portion of a year, I know Derek probably better than anyone else. And one thing he always looks out for is a challenge. He loves challenges. And he needs to step it up, stop conditioning himself, and show Derek he is the challenge that is worth coming out of retirement for.
Kieran Darkwatch just shoved Ren Blackheart right into the corner. And look at that back elbow right there from Kieran Darkwatch. Corner enziguri, nailed it. And if that looked familiar, there's no secret, there's not a whole lot of guesswork as to why that was made famous by the great one, Derek Colt himself. And here comes Kieran Darkwatch. Baseball slide elbow right there. Just rocked the world of Ren Blackheart. You are starting to see moves right now being executed by Kieran Darkwatch that are very, very much associated with the great one, Derek Colt. Into a pin attempt, count of 1, count of 2. Only a 2 count. Ren Blackheart still alive in the match. Kieran Darkwatch starting to rip pages out of the playbook of the great one. I mean, what better way to get the man's attention than that? But Ren Blackheart firing right back. Are we gonna see Kieran Darkwatch attempt the lights out before it's over with tonight? And look at that combination right there from Ren. Kieran Darkwatch off the ropes. Here he comes once again, and look at that shining black right there. Blackheart Fury into the shining black, and look at that. There's the baseball slide elbow right there from Ren Blackheart. This is turning into a pretty competitive match between these two here. Kieran Darkwatch slow to get back up to his feet. Ren Blackheart in the corner. And cyclone kick there from the enforcer into a pin. Count of 1, 2. And Kieran Darkwatch gets the shoulder up at 2. That was close right there. We are still waiting to see if that challenge is going to be answered by the great one, Derek Colt, for Wrestle Series 10. And here comes Ren Blackheart with the pickup. What does he have in mind next? Oh, he went for the suplex, but Kieran blocked the suplex attempt. He is trying to get him up, but it's not working. Kieran Darkwatch managing to block the vertical suplex attempt from Ren Blackheart. And look at this. Kieran Darkwatch with the Koji clutch. That is one of Derek Colt's trademarks right there. He has got it locked in tight. in the center of the ring. Nowhere for Ren Blackheart to go. He has got that Koji clutch locked in. That is one of Derek Colt's #1 moves. You can hear Ren Blackheart screaming in pain. He is trapped. There is nowhere for him to go. And Ren Blackheart has no choice but to tap out. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, the Kieran Darkwatch. Kieran Darkwatch making a statement right there. Kieran Darkwatch has asked for a microphone.
All right, Derek. Now that you had a chance to eat, come on out here. Give me and these people an answer. Come on, Derek.
Still awaiting an answer from the great one, Derek Colt.
Well, I guess maybe you just want to sit at home and milk the remainder of your contract. After your last 2 losses, maybe you finally decided to retire. Or maybe you're just scared to admit to yourself what the rest of the roster and all these people here already know. You just don't have it anymore. I'll give you 1 more week. If I don't hear from you by then, I'm gonna have to find another opponent. I'm not missing out on Wrestle Series because of you. So come on, Derek. Accept what you already know in the back of your mind. Come face me and pass the torch. Come face me and say my name.
Well, there you hear it. Words from the Kieran Darkwatch issuing the challenge once more for the great one, Derek Colt, to face him at Wrestle Series. I don't know if it's going to happen, honestly, at this point. I mean, it's been an entire week. Well, folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight.